by the way, we want to introduce a new segment, Brian.
So
I'm excited about it.
Let's
Brian's
go ahead.
Not very excited about it.
So we'll call these Remo's reviews, I guess we'll call it. I think that works. And then
this one's a book review, but I want to do movie reviews.
We should
training tape reviews, all that other stuff.
We'll keep those separate. For everyone listening right now, we'll continue this on here, but then we'll also separate it on the YouTube
Collier
channel.
calling, by the way.
Of course it is. So
well, set me up, Brian. Give me the intro.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and bring up what we have right here, and Greg, then you can kind of talk us through it. So here we are, white screen with Remo's book review.
So in future episodes, if this catches on, and the only way we're going to know if it catches on is if you viewers and listeners are going to hit up Brian and go, yeah, we like this. If not, then it'll be One with the Desert, if you know what I'm saying. So today, the book that I want to review, slide please, is a new book out from Chaos Actual. So everybody knows our hero, Jim Mattis. And the actual title of the book is Call Sign Chaos, Learning to Lead.
Well, I think it's funny, real quick, that he had to call it that because everyone, when we became Secretary of Defense and the press found out who this guy was, they started calling him Mad Dog, which has never been, his call sign was always Chaos.
Exactly.
When that
Chaos
came
Actual. Well, at the IIT, the entire idea of the IIT is the chaos. The first two letters of that's where Combat Hunter came from. Yeah. So this guy has done it all, and he's been there. And Chuck Norris is his valet. I absolutely love the book, and you're going to have a great time reading the book. But I just want to warn you a little bit. Slide, please. First thing is that Call Sign Chaos Actual, wrote a book that was called Learning to Bleed, but he wrote it under one of his vast pseudonyms. Slide, please. You'll notice that Mattis is also what the Austrians and Germans called Krampus, and he takes the children around Christmas. So with that warning, if you're going to order the book on Amazon today, which I highly recommend the book, slide please, Brian, I've come up with just a couple of warnings for you, and there's only three. First warning, you don't read the book reads you. The second warning I think that you should have is if you don't finish the book finishes you. Mattis actually calls you and finds out which chapters that you're on. And if you don't read a chapter fast enough, he's showing up at the house. And then finally, you got to remember that Chaos Actual will randomly show up at one of the readers' homes and quiz you on the chapters, and heaven help you if you didn't really read it. So if you're not reading the book, you're using it as a doorstop, I say pass it on. You'd rather sit with no drawers on an IED than mess with this book. Highly recommend it. Think it's good. I give it I don't know what Remo would give it.
We got to
give the functional field of view.
Yeah.
We've got to give the Remo rule of thumb up.
The rule of thumb would be, I guess you can only give a thumbs up or nothing, I guess. I don't know.
And because Jim Mattis has an incredible sense of humor, I won't be with you next week during the podcast. Exactly.
Greg got summoned. You're gonna have now the Black Suburbans are closing in. They're closing into Rogue Manor West right now. Going, what do you know? No stories from back in the day from Chaos Actual.
Exactly.
So, all right. Well, I like that. That's a good first start to the.
Hey, listen. Anybody else that's going to read that book, you know how they came out with the Norris has a fist in his beard and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. If you're clever, write what that book means to you in that same manner to Marin, and we'll put it on the air next time.
That's perfect.